Good evening, everyone. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Yarni Akhtar Choudhury and I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP, a non-profit organization, is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already serve 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus professions and 4,500 organizations. Institute of Global Professional (IGP) and ISO 9001, 2015 and 10002 and 2018 is the training faculty for skill development, which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners through respective campus location and distance learning platforms. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online streets from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights based on our vision. We are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring and counseling aids. On the other side, we are also trying to serve more than 100 premium services for free, like with own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and wall knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game website, free courses, converter sites, and many more. We help to empower youth to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several trainings, programs, webinars, and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extend free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliations with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mock signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished, and we are working to create a legendary generation to future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professional. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we serve with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required. To lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity, IGP members are committed to offering effective base quality service and continuous improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind you don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friends in the comment box. Before we move to the next, let me remind you don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friends in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. At present, we are going to moving to the next with the continues. We already completed 1,193 webinars successfully. At present, we are going to start our 1194 and our program name is Educational Leadership Camp Partnership Building. And today we have our speaker and speaker name is Dr. Narciso I. Ambrosio Jr. He's from Philippines. Before I hand over the stage to our sir, want to share a very little about our speaker. He is the educational program specialist, Department of Education, School Division of Angel City. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
sir.
world. Hello, Philippines. Good
Sir,
evening.
good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Uh, sir, on behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, wants to hear from you about you, sir.
Okay, so at present, I am the education program specialist of the schools division of Angeles City here in the Philippines. But before I got promoted into that position, I am the head teacher three of the science department in the high school, Bamban Tarlac, Philippines, where I have the award Outstanding Head Teacher three in year 2001. And I am happy to be here once again in IGP to share my knowledge about educational leadership, cum partnership building.
Okay, sir. Now the stage is yours. You can start your presentation.
Okay, ma'am. So, can you see my presentation, my slides?
Yes, sir. I can see you. I can see the
Okay,
slides.
for a moment. How about this? Okay, so I'm just
Yes,
going
sir.
to.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So, once again, to our global audience, good evening. And okay, my topic is all about educational leadership, cum partnership building. But before we proceed to our discussion proper, let me acknowledge first the different people or organization who contributed in the realization of this webinar or speakership. Okay, so I would like to thank the Institute of Global Professionals, Dr. Kaushik Data, Director and Founder of IGP, Dr. Maria Eileen P. Tamayo, CESO 5, our Schools Division Superintendent of Schools Division of Angeles City, Philippines, Ma'am Maria Carolina Siviray, the school principal 2 of Malabanyas Integrated School. Ma'am Amelita L. Pineda, the Public Schools District Supervisor of SDO Angeles City, Cluster 8. Ma'am Ana Marie Carmen M. Romero, the Senior Education Program Specialist of Social Mobilization and Networking Unit of SDO Angeles City. Mr. Redentor Tabamo, School Head of Josephine Cocuanco Technical Vocational School, SDO Angeles City Family, Malabanyas Integrated School Family, specifically my senior high school family, Team Best Friends Forever. So thank you so much for your help, support, motivation, and encouragement. Okay. So now let's move on to the presentation or discussion proper. So once again, my topic is all about educational leadership, cum partnership building. So let's start with the objectives. Okay. So what are the objectives for this evening or for this lesson or webinar? So we were going to explain educational leadership, elaborate the types of educational leaders, explain the characteristic of an educational leader, explain partnership, and recognize partnership building principles, partnership skills, and step or the procedures. Okay? So now, let's have the first topic, which is the educational leadership. So when you hear the word educational leadership, what comes to your mind? So let us ask our global audience. So you may use your cell phone by watching YouTube. You may type your answer in the comment box, so that I'm able to read your answer in the comment box. So anyone? So let us ask our global audience. So what comes to your mind when you hear the word educational leadership? Okay. So let me ask our audience. So once again, do you have any in mind? In writing your answer, you may or typing your answer, you may write your country where you came from, your school, and your name, and then your answer. Or typing your answer. Okay. So let me ask once again our global audience. So when you hear the word educational leadership, what comes to your mind? Anyone? I think our audience are very shy at the moment. Okay. Okay. So I think no, they are attentively listening in our presentation. So allow me to move into our presentation or to my slides. So what is educational leadership? Educational leadership is built on premise of constructing and applying knowledge in ways that makes positive difference. Okay, there's the word positive difference. So as a leader, we should be optimistic. Okay, so in order to have the positive disciplines, we should able to what collaborate and communicate. Have collaboration and communication. So professionals in educational leadership works in diverse communities and build partnership to promote positive outcomes by setting and meeting transformative goals. So as a leader, we should always communicate. We should have collaboration among the internal and external stakeholders, as well as inside or in the school or the entire school community. Okay, so educational leader. So let us discuss this one. Educational. So what is educational leader? So an educational leader serves as a guide and influences other educators in an administrative setting. Leaders in these executive roles work towards finding ways to improve learning and to improve the process of educating students. They serve in elementary, secondary, and post-secondary institutions as well as early childhood education centers. School site leaders, directors, principals, and assistant administrators are employed to work either as our sole educational leaders or in small teams. Typical positions for educational leaders in administrative setting are the principals, superintendent, academic dean, director, head of the school, department chair, and the president. So I repeat, an educational leader should guide and influence our educators. They should be an inspiring one. They should be the light of every learners, teachers, personnel in the school. Okay. Also, an educational leader is a true leader, which is someone who brings people together in things to get things done. They rely not on power over others, but on others people genuine trust. So it is very important that they trust you as a leader. Likewise, as a leader, you need to trust your subordinates. They build trust with people, facilitating collaboration and bringing everyone together as a team and reach a common goal. And as a leader has a vision, a desire to build something to bring something new into the world. They also have the empathy and understanding to forge strong connection with others, keeping everyone on the right path. So that is that is a leader. You need to have the way for your colleagues and make your team very strong. Okay, so I have a quotation coming from Dwight D. Eisenhower with regards to leadership. It says that the supreme quality of leadership is integrity, and it is very important because integrity is the quality of being honest. So as a leader, we should be honest in all manners, in all ways. Okay. Also, leadership is about making others better. Yes, it's true. You make your colleague, company in a better place, and as a result of your presence and making sure that impact lasts in your absence. So even without you in the school, they will always remember you. You are going to have or to leave a long-lasting positive legacy. Okay. Next, what are the types of educational leaders? So in my lecture, we have here five. So we have the authentic leader, transformative leader, transactional leader, servant leader, and distributed leader. So we were going to explain one by one. The first one is the authentic leader. So authentic leader is self-aware, genuine, leads with the heart. So it's very important that you lead with the heart. Focus on long-term results. Okay. So meaning an authentic leader should be original, should be genuine, and you lead with your heart. Okay. Next is the transformational leader. Okay. Causes positive change on student learning. So you are very optimistic towards the change with regards to your students. Develop followers into leaders, improve morale, increase motivation and performance, know your teachers well, role model who inspires teachers, students, and other stakeholders. So it's good. A transformational leader should inspire others to work, inspire them to become more happy in their workplace because in our educational setting, they need a happy teacher, a happy leader, in order for you to have a happy teacher that resulted into a happy students. Okay. Next is the transactional leader. Transactional leaders is concerned with keeping the school running smoothly. Yes, it's true. You are a leader that see through everything that to checking everything that the school is running very smoothly. Uses motivational techniques such as disciplinary action and incentives. Concerned with what is happening now and not the future. So a transactional leader focuses on the present time. Okay, so what is happening as of the moment. The fourth one is the servant leader. A servant leader helps others first before herself, which is true. He serves his colleagues first, okay, before be benefited in certain action. Builds relationship, focus on student learning and other needs, and serve for the good of each person, not just the educational institution. The fifth one and or the last one is the distributed leader, meaning he or she focuses on shared responsibilities by stakeholders. So he or she believes that the shared governance with regards to the in managing the school, then builds on the capacity of others to create change. Okay, so he or she tap the potential or the colleagues or the educators in the school who has the potential to do work, to do tasks. But of course, he or she acknowledge the efforts of the teachers. As well, all levels in the school come together to improve students' learning. So it's work as a group as well. Okay, so do you have any questions? So if you have question, you may type in on the comment section or comment box in the YouTube or in our Facebook Live. Okay, so later we were going to answer those questions. Next, okay, so what are the characteristics of a good leader must possess? So we should know as a leader or to the inspiring leader, you must have this characteristic. So basically, we have 10. Okay, so leaders shape our nations, communities and organizations. We need good leaders to help guide us and make us essential large-scale decisions to keep the world moving. So basically, we have the 10 good characteristic of a leader. So we have here integrity, the leader is empowering, visionary, inclusive, passionate, risk taker, lead by example, communicator, self-aware, and respectful. So let us discuss them one by one. The first one is educational leader possess integrity. So what is this integrity all about? I mentioned this one a while back. So integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles and moral right or uprightness. Meaning, you are honest in all ways. You have good moral. You follow the rules. Okay, you follow what is in the law. Integrity is an essential leadership trait for an individual and the organization, which is very true because you are going to serve in its finest when integrity is present. Okay? The next one is education leaders empower, which is the second one, empowering. Empower teachers and cultivate leadership skills, meaning great leaders know that they are not running a one man show. They cannot do it alone. Yes, because no one is an island. They know that they must surround themselves with great teachers and colleagues, and not only that, they must fully support teachers and staff by encouraging them to continually learn, develop, and perhaps most important, become leaders themselves. Okay, so as a leader, we should empower our teachers in order to do their tasks, okay, with a happy heart. So we need to inspire them so that someday, we don't know, we may have, or they will become a leader someday, because a good leader a good leader is able to create another leader, okay, in his or her mode of leadership. Okay, the last no no the third one, educational leaders have a vision and a plan. So it's he or she is a visionary. The very best leaders are also visionaries. They have a goal that they can unite a team around, or they can unite a team around, and a plan to help them get there. Not just that, they also are able to clearly articulate their school vision and goals. Vision is perhaps one of the most important qualities a leader can have, as it provide momentum and direction. Yes, as a leader, since we have a plan and vision, we are here, we provide direction to our colleagues or teachers, not just for the team leader, but each and every team members. Of course, in order for leaders to be successful in pursuing their vision and enacting their plan, they must pair their vision with unrelenting passion. Okay, it's very important that you have a passion, because when there is passion, there is love towards work, there is interest towards work. And vision and passion from an effective leadership generate inspiration, motivation, and excitement that permeates throughout the school. Okay? Next, educational leaders create inclusive learning environment. Okay, inclusivity. Inclusive learning provides all students with access to flexible learning choices and effective paths for achieving educational goals in spaces where they can experience a sense of belongingness. Okay, this is it. Because as a leader, we don't choose our students. We accept any kind of students or teachers, regardless of their nation, regardless of their races, ethnicity, okay, status in life, gender, and all. Okay, the best educators know this and prioritize inclusivity, creating safe learning environments that nurture every student. Leaders that prioritize inclusive learning also typically believe that every person can contribute to the greater learning community, and therefore they encourage collaboration between faculty as well as the students. Next is educational leaders are passionate about their work. Okay, the passion or passionate. Passion is a critical ingredient for nearly anyone who wants to be successful and happy in their job. But passion is especially important for school leaders who typically have a great influence on their school's climate and culture. So passionate people have contagious, yes, because if you have this passion, you know what, it can your teachers can inherit this one. It contagious energy, or it is contagious that can greatly affect teacher satisfaction and drive as well as student performance. Next is educational leaders encourage risk taking, or they are risk takers, no? So what most educators already know is that failure can be the greatest teacher. Yes, no, because in every failure we learn from it. Just as teachers should encourage risk taking amongst their students in order to spur growth, truly effective leaders encourage risk taking among their subordinates and colleagues, and creating supportive environment that rewards not just successful ideas. Okay, so we should be risk takers so that we may become stronger, we may spur growth and be effective. And next is education leader lead by example. This is very important. Leaders who lead by example position themselves as a tremendous role models, because in all aspect as a leader should be a role model, not just only for the student, okay, in the school or in the state, but also for their colleagues and parents. Okay, meaning the entire school community. As a leader, they lead by example, almost always receive respect and admiration, which is true, without which he or she will find little luck in leadership. As a philosopher and physician, okay, they must lead by example. Next, educational leaders has a good communication skills. Yes, it's true. You are able to convey your ideas to your subordinates, to your teachers, to your students, to the parents and stakeholders. The best leaders are skilled communicators who are able to communicate in a variety of ways, from transmitting information to inspiring others to coaching direct reports. Next is education leaders possess self-awareness. So self-awareness is the ability to focus on yourself and how your action, thoughts, or emotions don't align with your internal standards. If you're highly self-aware, you can objectively evaluate yourself, manage your emotion, align your behavior with your values, and understand correctly how people or other people perceives you. Okay? So you should know yourself. Okay. Next, education leaders show respect. I think this is the last one. Treating people with respect on daily basis is one of the most important things as a leader can do. Yes, because I believe, as a leader, I believe in the saying that respect begets respect. It will also ease tension and conflicts, create trust, and improve effectiveness, which is very true. So, in order for us to be trusted, we need to trust our subordinates. Okay, so that is the last one for educational leadership. So, do you have any question? So we have the definition of educational leadership. We have the meaning for educational leaders, the types of educational leaders, and of course the characteristic of an educational leaders. So if you have question, feel free to type in your question in our comment box in the in YouTube channel, of course, in our YouTube channel, the IGP YouTube channel. So later we were going to answer those questions. Right now. So that ends the discussion for educational leadership. Now let's move on to the next topic, which is educational partnership. But before that, let me ask you a question. What can you say about the pictures or the gestures in the pictures? So we have here meeting, communication, lecturing, okay, phone conversation, intellectual discussion, handshaking. So all this in this illustration, okay, actually is part of building partnership, which is my second topic for tonight for this webinar. Okay, so we were going to discuss with partnership building. Okay, so here it is. The second topic for tonight or for this webinar is the partnership building. But the question is, what is partnership building? Okay, so before we answer that question, let us read a passage with regards to educational leadership in connection to community building. Okay, education leaders understand the importance of building community. So effective school leaders build and sustain reciprocal family and community partnership and leverage their partnership to cultivate inclusive, caring, and culturally responsive school communities. To build this community networks, it is essential that school leaders are visible in their school and community, develop trust and create a sense of transparency and shared purpose with parents, staff, community members, and students. So, which is very important in building community partnership. We need to build trust, solidarity, mutualism to to the internal and external stakeholders of the school, to the parents and students as well. Okay, so what is partnership? So here it is now in our second discussion. So partnership is an agreement where two or more people or groups work together towards a mutual goals. Okay, so we must understand this one. So two or more people that work together. Partnership can be formal, informal, or even unspoken, as long as they include people or a group working together. Most experts agree that partnership must benefit both sides, yes, which is true, for it's truly effective. So in partnership, both sides are benefiting. Next, when two parties come together for the common good of the school or to enhance student learning, we call it educational partnership. Partners can include anyone who is interested in or committed to enriching educational experiences for students, families, schools, and the community. Okay, so I hope that partnership is I was able to enlighten with you guys the definition of partnership in order for to have a better grip with this webinar or presentation. So the next is how to build partnership. Okay, in order for us to build partnership, we should able to know first the four principles of partnership. So we have trust, neutrality, solidarity, and accountability. So we were going to explain them one by one. The first one is trust, or the first principle is trust. Trust is the most important if partnership crosses many boundaries, especially if it's interpersonal, or cross-cultural at the same time. In such condition, relationships are open to risk of misunderstanding, and there is a need for a clear expression of interest and aspiration to both sides. So I repeat, trust is very important. Okay, the both parties should trust one another in order for you to have a good partnership. Next one is neutrality. In this case, the partnership relationship are open to dialogue. Yes, it is very important to have a dialogue or communication and exchange of views to have a happy and strong partnership. Also, respect is of utmost importance. So we must remember that we must respect one another. Okay. The next one is solidarity. Solidarity means sensitivity and commitment to the problems, effort, and constraint to other partners, particularly of those living in condition of poverty and oppression. It implies a readiness to respond appropriately and in timely manner to varied needs. If partners, even just one of the partners, are only doing for the poor without commitment, it will be very difficult to attack the roots of the real problem. So remember, we should be solid in all manners, okay, to our partners. Solidarity is not just a catchword, it means response to the real needs and constraint based upon respect and equality. Okay. So once again, solidarity is very important. So as partners, we must be a solid family, solid partners. Next one is accountability. So accountability is any partnership involves the right and obligation, which is true. No, an accountability partner is a person you trust and to help. You follow through with a commitment or goal you made. This is a person holds you accountable for the actions and behaviors that can influence your progress towards reaching a goal An accountability partnership can mean that two individuals hold each other accountable for commitment and goals. So, meaning both partners are accountable to what they are having, or to their partnership. Okay, so that are the four principles of partnership. Again, we have trust, neutrality, solidarity, and accountability. So moving forward, next we were going to discuss the partnership skills. So what are the partnership skills? So I think we have seven. The first one is the communication skills. First things first, partnership engagements relies on good communication skills. You need to be skilled in communicating both during the negotiation phase of a partnership and long afterwards. So we need to convey, we must be able to convey the messages to our partners, okay, effectively and efficiently. The second one is empathy. So according to Cambridge Dictionary, empathy is the ability to share someone else's feeling or experience by imagining what it will be to be in that person's situation. In partnership terms, that means taking the time to put yourself in the partner's shoes and understand things from their perspective. Perspective. So meaning empathy, you are in the shoes of your partner so that you may understand his or her perspective. Number three is strategic thinking. The ability to think strategically will ensure you have the right focus when you're forming new partnership or partners developing, sustaining the current ones. So we must think strategically, okay? Strategic leadership, strategic partnership. Next, in order for you to have a partnership, you must have a analytical mindset. Having an analytical mindset is crucial when it comes to managing partnership, as it's what enables you to understand why something didn't work. With analytical mindset, you'll be able to pinpoint useful partnership to measure your partnership impact. Next is creativity. Creativity, now for something a bit different. Creativity might not be the first thing you'd think of if we ask you about to brainstorm the most central strategic partnership management skills. But it is certainly an important one. After all, the very best strategic partnership are those that involve thinking outside of the box. Yes, being creative, you must think outside of the box. And as a strategic partnership is all about bringing together the best of two brands, making them stronger together than they are alone. So every partnership will be slightly different. Using your creativity will allow you to think of impactful partnership ideas that truly utilizes both of your skills. The sixth one is organizational skills. It probably goes without saying that you'll need to be organized. Yes. So you should be organized. After all, you'll likely have multiple partnership to manage, all with different brands, different time scale, different aims, and different deadlines. And the last one I think is the ability to prioritize. Prioritization is the essential partnership skills that you need to make the very best use of your own effort and those of your team. It is also a skill that you need to create calmness and space in your life so that you can focus your energy and attention on things that really matter. So set your priority, manage your time, okay? And of course, your priority what is the most needed or what is the most urgent. Okay, so those are the skills that you need to know to have a strong partnership building. The prioritization, okay, communication skills, getting organized, strategic, analytical mindset, and so on and so forth. The seven one, okay, the seven partnership building. Next, what are the steps in partnership buildings or partnership building or building partnership? So steps in partnership building using the acrostic partners. Okay, so we have here the word partners in order for us to understand or to yes to understand better. Letter P is profiling and assessment of needs and gaps aligned with the educational goals, resource generation and mobilization, taking on the partnership, and is networking the partners into convergence for the community, E. Establish shared ownership and partnership. R. Recognizing and celebrating partnership. And S. Sustaining partnership. So let's have the first one, the letter P. Okay, so here's a discussion. Letter P, profiling and assessment of needs and learning gaps. So when we say profiling is the act of process of concluding information about a person based on known traits or tendencies or partners. Okay. Needs assessment is a part of planning processes often used for improvement in individuals, education, training, organization, or communities. It can refine and improve a product such as training or serve as a client receives. It can be an effective tool to clarify problem and identify appropriate interventions or solutions. While learning gaps is a discrepancy between what a student has learned or what a student was expected to learn by a specific point in their education. So here in partnership building, we must have the profiling with regards to the needs of the school or needs of the institution where we will be partner, and of course the learning gaps that needs to be addressed. And of course, the profile of our partners, are they able to give the support to the educational setup or to our schools? Okay, so it is very important that to profile our partners and of course the needs where we're going to or where partnership will take place. Letter A, align with the educational goals. So educational goals are a statement describing skills, attributes, and competencies students should have while pursuing a program or course or study. Educational goals state that what the teachers or student wishes to achieve. Areas of attitude, skills, and knowledge may be stated individually or combined when forming educational goals. Okay. Next is letter R, resource mobilization and mobilization. Resource generalization is a working toward a vision in which wealth, land, and power are equitably shared. Achieving this vision requires more than just individual action. It requires systematic cultural policy and institutional shift, reparation, and radical reimagining of society. Resource mobilization also refers to the activities involved in securing the needs, okay, of the school or educational setting or education or school. Yes, it's school. Next, taking on partnership. So taking on partnership can be formal or informal or even unspoken as long as they include people or groups working together. But here, okay, in taking partnership for to become to become solid partnership, we must be binded with MOA or MOU or Memorandum of Agreement or Memorandum of Understanding, of course, notarized by a attorney or public attorney or any private or public attorney. Next, letter N is networking the partners into convergence for community. Through the convergence process, dialogue stakeholders from all sides of education debates came to a common understanding of what learners need to succeed and thrive in the 21st century. Their vision statement now serve as a guidepost that communicates and educators can adapt to create learning center schools and systems, which means, okay, we were going to have the convergence of for the community, meaning we were going to have the collaboration among our partners and soon to be recognized, which will later be discussed. Okay. Next, establish or letter E, establish shared ownership of partnership. Ownership is the amount of investment learners, teachers, and administrators have in the subject and issues that are being learned in the classroom as well as within the school community as a whole. So ownership involves the methods used for learning and the places where learning happens. Partnership is a central component of educational ownership. Letter R, recognizing and celebrating partnership. This one I have mentioned a while back. So we were going to appreciate or appreciation of an achievement, service, assistance, help, or ability given by our partners or stakeholders. A simple recognition may be given per quarter, semester, or at the end of the school year. Awardees are given merit by the organization in recognition of their outstanding contribution in the success of an educational program. Okay, so we celebrate, we recognize our stakeholders who gave their support, help to our institution or to our schools. And lastly, I think this is the last one, sustaining partnership. So able to be maintained a certain rate or level. So of course, if we have our partners, we recognize them, they gave their support. Of course, we must sustain that partnership in order for us to have a strong and better school community. Okay, so that's all for partnership building. So I hope you learned something. And let me end my presentation with this quotation: Trust matters by Zig Ziglar, quote and unquote. So if people like you, they will listen to you. If they trust you, they will business or they will do business with you. Okay. So this quotation is very important because you know what? If people will trust you, they will go business with you. They will have partnership with you. They will build a strong and happy partnership with you. So with that, thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something for this in this webinar this evening. So thank you so much, ma'am. So I'm done with my presentation, with my discussion. So thank you so much for listening to our global audience. So I hope you learned something from me. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so let's, okay. So hi ma'am, I'm done with my discussion. So I
Okay,
hope
so
our
thank
audience learned from my presentation with regards to educational leadership, cum partnership building.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely.
Yes.
After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, sir. Now,
Yes,
sir,
ma'am.
it's time.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinars. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we'll be back in our question answer session. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Dear participant, it's time for our question answer session. After a short video, we'll start our question answer session. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Let's enjoy our question answer session. dear IGP knowledge seeker. It's time for our question answer session. Please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Our speaker will answer those questions. Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome back once again, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. So I'm willing to answer all the questions.
Okay, sir. Uh, our first question is from Facebook user. What are the
Mhm.
common obstacles to successful partnership in education?
Okay, so what are the common obstacles to a successful partnership in education? So definitely in the field of education, there are lots of challenges or obstacles, right? Of course, first we need to know first if our partners or in the profiling of our partners, if they are capable of giving the needs that they need or the need of the school. And then also, of course, we need to build trust. We need to have trust among our partners so that they will able to give their full support. So number one, the trust issue. Of course, if they are solid, and then they should have mutual understanding, and of course the accountability. We must able to surpass or was to in order for us to surpass obstacles when it comes to partnership, we must have we must embody the principles of partnership, which is trust, mutualism, solidarity, and accountability. So I think that's one, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. Then our next question from Thagdis Khan. And how educational leadership can help in partnership building?
Okay, that is a good question. You know what? As an educator, you need to be a what they call a good lead. As an educational leader, okay, you must have ability to see through what is the need of your school, and then of course you are able to communicate it to the partners. Okay, of course you must have a good rapport. You must have a good relationship. In that sense, okay, if they admire you, if people respect you, meaning your partners will have a trust on you. Having a trust, respect to you, definitely they will have a good partnership with you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Then our next question from Hazel. Doctor, what are the most useful leadership skill in your opinion?
Okay, first and foremost, as a leader, you should have the what they call this one, communication skills. You should able to convey the needs, okay, ideas. Okay, first convey the needs of your school to your stakeholders, then convey the ideas, transfer the ideas to your subordinates so that they understand. You should have the respect to one another, of course, and then you're going to what do you call it? You have commitment as well. You have competence as well, and also you have a character, a humble character that in you have humility. You are humane. Okay, being humble, and of course. Sometimes being confident is very important skill because you're able to face the entire school community, your students, your learner, I mean the students or the learners, the parents, the stakeholders as well, and even sometimes politicians, you are facing them, so you must have that those or you must have those skills mentioned.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Then our next question from EL. As a leader, what factor that you need to emphasize to increase other educator to become a leader?
Okay, so let me just repeat, ma'am, the question. So as a leader, what factor
The
that we need
factor
to
that
emphasize to
increase.
encourage other educator to become a leader? Okay, as a leader, you should be an inspiring one, so that when your subordinates, okay, inspires that you to, have an inspiration or admire you towards your work, how efficient and effective you are. Therefore, you will able to create another leader on
অক্টোবরেরটা
them
করছি
or in them, meaning okay,
অক্টোবরে
so
মানে
in order
মর্নিং
for them
সেশন
to
পড়ে আছে এগুলো
Okay, in order for you to encourage them, of course you need to tap on their shoulders. Okay, you need to do this one, or you ask them to do this one, to have a study. Okay, and be a happy leader, so that all your subordinates will be happy too. So there were no conflicts, no misunderstanding, so that you will going to have a happy environment, happy workplace. I think that's it, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Then our next question from Guardian to Theophilou. What is the most important characteristic of educational leadership?
I think for me is integrity. That is the most important characteristic of an educational leader, because integrity is the quality of being honest. If you are honest in all aspect, you will not able to do wrong. Okay, so you will not able to corrupt any forms of what do you call this one. You will not able to corrupt even a single centavo in your school, and even the time. So you will be working efficiently and effectively to serve your people, to serve your students. So I think for me, ma'am, that is integrity.
Okay, thank you, sir. Then our next question from Mark Lawrence. As a school
Mm-mm.
leader, what are the challenges and realization that you have experienced before regarding partnership building, and how did you overcome them?
Okay, so let me read it once again. So, as a school leader, what were the challenges and realization that you have experienced before regarding partnership building, and how did you overcome them? So, as a leader, you know what? I've been a leader for 3 years as a head teacher in our school before. So, what are the challenges? There are instances that, you know what, in an organization there are older than you. So, because you know what, ma'am, I'm young. What do you call this one? I am young when I become a leader. So, in our organization, I have a older subordinates. So that's one of my challenges, because maybe they are thinking, oh, this is so young. How can this young man lead us? Something like that. But you know what? What I did is I am able to encourage them to elevate themselves, to study more, tap on their shoulder, giving kindness. So I always show kindness, even though they throw a nice words to me. You know what, ma'am? I stay humble. I stay kind to them. I always treat them with kindness, because you know what? Um, According to Mark Twain, kindness is the only language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. So whatever it is, no, whatever situation is, even though you have struggling with regards to your company or to your team, you must show kindness, and you must show humility in all aspect. And of course, the follow-up question regarding partnership building, how did you overcome them? I think I was able to answer that one. No, so I just show kindness, humility, that I don't know nothing, and I'm willing to learn. Okay, despite and in spite of my age. Okay, so I think that one, Sir Mark Lawrence. I can't hear you, ma'am.
Sorry, sorry,
Okay.
mute. And next question from Facebook user: can teacher dominance in interaction be considered as a problem or obstacle is in achieving successful partnership with parents in particular?
I think being a teacher dominant in any aspect is not a problem anymore. But instead, let us use that dominance to influence others in goodness. Okay, so dominance, in a way, it's a advantage, because it gets the attentions of the people. It gets the what they call it, they know that you are strong. But of course, when you are dominant to a certain group, you must be that dominance should be coupled with responsibility. So use that one to influence other for good, to become a better person, to become a better teacher, so that it will not become any obstacle in any partnership, okay, and any challenges inside the school.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Then next question from Evelyn. Good evening, sir. Why encourage school-to-school partnership? Thank you.
Okay, why we encourage schools to school partnership? Okay, I think we must encourage school to school partnership because in some instances or circumstances, a school A, let's say for example, school A doesn't have the skills having, let's say for example, they have the curriculum with regards to DVL or ICT or information communication technology. Let's for example, school A doesn't have the facilities and school B have the facilities. So this school now can work together, can have the partnership in order to augment or in order to have the solution with regards to the problem. Vice versa, they are helping one another because student A, I mean school A will be benefited using the what they call this man the facilities of the school B, while school B will be have more partnership with them. Okay, they will build a strong and happy partnership with them because as I said earlier, in kindness you will never go wrong. Why not share what you have? So you will be blessed. This school B for sure, if since they have all the facilities, one day they will be blessed with more facilities, ICT facilities. In that particular example, okay, I think that's it, ma'am.
Uh, Sir, I think we covered all of our question.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for that question. I hope I was able to answer all those questions in my little way or in my ability. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you once again. Thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with the new
Thank you,
topics.
ma'am.
It will add some value to our day-to activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable,
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, thank you.
Honorable Sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, sir. Take
Yes,
care.
ma'am. I will. I will. Thank you so much.
uh, Honorable Sir, before you move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can.
Okay. So can I leave now?
Yes, you can, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, and I'm happy that I am able to share my skills or knowledge with regards to educational leadership, partnership building. I hope our global audience learn from me that they can use in their schools, and to the aspiring leaders, I hope you learn too. So thank you so much for listening, and God bless us all, and God bless IGP. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Hope to see you
Bye. See
next
you
time.
next. Yes,
Bye.
ma'am. See
See
you
you.
next time. Bye
See you.
bye.
Tata. Uh, IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for our webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we'll start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we'll start our webinar certification, and after webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. না ডিসেম্বরটা করতেছি Dear participant, today our program name is Education and Leadership Camp Partnership Building, and today our code now is IGP 8467. Today our code is IGP 8467. How to claim your certificate? First, you have to go www.eduigp.com. Then you have to click sign in. Then you have to log in if you already have an account, or create a new account if you are new. Then you once logged in, click free webinars and select the webinar title. And today our title is Educational Leadership Come Partnership Building. And select and continue courses and get into. Type the code and your certificate code box and click get your certificate. It is auto downloadable in PDF file already. And don't forget to leave a review in our Facebook page, website, and in Google. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. After a short video, we'll start our online quiz competition, so please everyone stay with us. Yes, but it's time for our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code event. Dear participant, it's time for our online quiz competition. To join the online com and find today quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. And our quiz code is EVEN even. Please join the slide with code, and code is even. We'll pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name, which will directly print on your certificates. And top 10 will be awarded with quiz completion certificate. Already 44 people joined with us. Dear participant, after 2 minutes later, we'll start our quiz session. So please everyone join in our quiz session. And don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session. Top 10 will be awarded with quiz completion certificates. Good, dear person, we are still waiting for your joining, so please everyone join with us. Now we'll start our quiz competition. Our first question is Educational Leadership Consultation ERC. Is it option one headquarters professional staff or second option elected volunteer? And the correct answer is option one headquarters professional staff, and 84% people are right. In the leaderboard, we can see the top one is Murphy TTE Apostol. Then in second position, we have Jordan. Move to the next question. And the question is, why does Duane have educational leadership program outcomes? Option one, Angie said so. Option two, will develop a better understanding of school leadership. And the correct answer is option two. And 100% people are right. Now we go for our third round question. And the question is, Duane's educational leadership program outcomes are as follows. Option one, strategic, instructional, organizational, political. Second option is intentional, professional, cultural, organizational. And the correct answer is option one. Right. Tata. 63% people are right. Uh, Fourth question is, details of all our educational history, is it true or false? Details of all your educational history, is it true or false? And the correct answer is false, and only 10% people are right. And in leaderboard, the top one is Princess Angelica. And in second position, we have Ilsa. In third position, we have Charlie. Move to the next question. The question is, a bachelor degree and a master degree in educational leadership or administration are required to be a option one superintendent, then second option teacher on assignment. The correct answer is option one, and 43% people are right. Move to the next question. And the question is, less formal with weaker leadership. Option one, House. Second option, Senate. Less formal with weaker leadership. Is it option one, House, or option two, Senate? And the correct answer is option two, and 21% people are right. Now we go for our seventh now question. The question is, leadership leaders engage in leadership. Teacher leaders engage in leadership activities outside their classroom that identify educational challenges. Is it true or false? And the correct answer is false. And 2% people are right. Move to the next question. And the question is, generic statements like teamwork, leadership, it's option one true or option two is false. And the correct answer is false, and 60% people are right. Move to the next question. The question is, school-based targets are currently being set by principal in collaboration with directors, educational leadership. Is it option one false or option two is false? Option one is false and option two is true. And the correct answer is true, and 35% people are right. Move to the next question. And then our last question is, which is not a dimension of educational politics? Option one, political pressure from federal, state, and local levels. And second option is state requirements for teachers and students. And the correct answer is option two, state requirements for teacher and student, and 90% people are right. Congratulations, Jima G. Benelida. He's our top one. Then In second position, we have Chilashma Reddy. In third position, we have Jewelers. In fourth position, we have Charlie. In fifth position, we have Christina. Congratulations, our top 10 quiz competition winner. Congratulations again. Slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our Facebook official page and group. Our page and group name is Institution of Global Professional. Um, at the end moment of our session, we can say properly, see your skill, never stop learning because life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to goal, not to people or things. Before I say or hit the end live button, again wants to thanks to all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you in our next session. Till that, stay happy and blessed. Thank you so much, everyone.